Welcome back to another video. I'm here with Tina,
hey,
the Stretch
everybody.
Boss. Some of you have seen a video that I posted when I wear heels, and I explained what happens to me when I wear the heels. So I don't know what happened to my ankles, but they tend to give out very quickly. So after like a few moments of wearing stilettos, I'm like this. My ankles just start shaking. You ever seen those videos with those girls that go and the ankles give out? That's what happens to me.
So the exercises that I'm going to show you today can apply to anyone, anybody who wears heels, athletes, your regular Joe Schmo, G.I. Jane, whoever you are, weekend warriors. We're going to show you how to get mobility and stability in the ankle. So not only are you getting movement, but we also are strengthening. You have to have strong ankles, so that can carry over to when you're squatting, when you're bending down, when you're wearing heels for a long period of time. If you're an athlete, you shuffling and jiving, you're moving and shaking, you're doing a lot of back and forth. You need to have strong ankles. They need to be mobile, but they also need to be strong. So that's what you're going to get here today.
New York blocks are super long, right?
Yes.
I got off at the wrong stop, and I needed to get, this was around the time I was looking for a job as a hair assistant. So I'm walking out 10 blocks with the heels on. And normally 10 blocks New York is different. You know what I mean?
Very different.
So at some point it just started to give out. I bought some Chinese sandals thinking that it would go back, and after then, it just never went back to normal again.
No?
Yeah.
But you didn't roll it or anything like that?
I did nothing. I did nothing for the recovery process of it. I just hoped that it would just, heal itself.
Yeah.
But I did nothing.
You just thought you overdid it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
All right, you guys, turmeric and ginger gummies selling out real fast on UpHoldNutriment.com. If you haven't snagged yours, definitely go on the website, read the reviews. These are high quality, helps to lower inflammation, great for the hair, skin, and nails. When I'm not juicing my ginger and turmeric, I always go for these because these are super convenient. And I just pop two and I go. And the taste is superb. So visit UpHoldNutriment.com, grab yours before we sell out. Whenever I wear heels, that's just it. And I was like, you know what? Let me reach out. That was one of the reasons why I reached out to you.
Yeah.
It's like, Tina would be the perfect person to really give people in-depth knowledge on what is going on and how to prevent this from happening, long term, because we need help.
Okay. Do you do any balancing training in your workouts?
Like isometric, or when you say balance,
Standing on one leg, pistol squats.
Yeah.
You do those things? And does it give you any problems?
No.
Okay.
Surprisingly, we went to it's where they assess your body.
Yeah.
New York Sports Science.
New York Sports Science, and they said that my center of gravity is really good. My balancing and
movement. See the contraction. Those are the muscles of her arch of her foot trying to do their job, trying to stabilize that ankle joint all the way up the kinetic chain. So this tells me, as you see that first toe lift off, this tells me there's life in there. We can train that. We can make this a foot. We can make this an arch. So obviously you've made it to already an elite point of athleticism and fitness and strength and everything without this foot even working, halfway to its full potential. So that was great. I think that was a better of 2 rounds. So we got.
She actually could squat 300 pounds. So
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. So think about how much you'd be able to squat if you had the feet working to the full capacity. I've been doing this assessment with college, professional, amateur athletes consistently for 6 years. I've never had someone be completely balanced on each side.
Wow.
She's on her way right now. Beautiful.
I wish her emotions could be that balanced.
function on one side or the other is fine. It's just, I don't know, when I put the heels on, after stilettos specifically, after maybe 30 minutes,
you start to feel it?
Yeah, and it just doesn't want to, it gives out.
Does it start shaking? Your leg starts shaking all the way up?
Yep.
Yeah. That might it might be calf, and you're going to have to do a lot of do you do when you go in the squat position and then you come up, you do these?
No.
You're going to have to do that.
Those hurt.
Yeah.
Those hurt. If I do that, especially this right there, it's I can, but it's nah. they'll definitely, especially on this ankle right here.
So those are the exercises that you're gonna have to do.
Okay.
You're gonna have to do even like walking. People, when we sprain our ankles, it's usually this is the mechanism of. So yeah, just walking like on your side.
Let me take my sneakers off.
You gotta walk. Yep.
And you know, as you can tell, I'm flat-footed too.
Yep.
So that's another thing. My ankles naturally pronate.
They go in.
Yep.
So you have to. That's another reason why you need to do that exercise. Mm-hmm. And you can do like 3 sets of 10.
Okay. 3 sets of, and so how long should I walk? Like
that? Just 3 sets of 10.
Okay.
So you go back and forth. So like, so like from here to like where your starting point is, and then back and forth. So that's 1.
Okay.
And gonna do is keep all your toes onto the ground and your heel onto the ground. But when you're doing that, I want you to kind of grip the rug. You see how you just kind of created your own arch? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna do, you would do 3 sets of 10, and that's creating your own little foot arch. So that's how you're gonna strengthen this.
Okay.
And it'll start to cramp. You'll feel it in here, but you wanna keep all your feet, yep. So that's how you're gonna create the arch. Then you can foam roll, well not foam roll, but roll with the lacrosse ball. Like you get here and then you wanna grip the ball with your toes, then kinda go down. Yeah.
Oh.
Grip.
Does that help to break up like any fascia?
Yes.
Okay.
The connective tissue on the bottom.
Let me do it on this foot. This foot is like, Okay. Flat.
Yep, grab it, grip it, and then slowly roll. Yep, you should feel it. And then come back down. You feel that? Yeah.
And all of this is like, it's intimidating because I know it hurts, you know? And it's like, I don't want to go through the pain, and I'm trying to avoid the pain by avoiding doing the exercises. So at the end of the day, it's like, I have to do this. Okay.
Another strengthening exercise. So that you're just working out the tissue.
Okay.
Same thing. Just 1 foot, and you're just gonna balance. But you'll balance and then close 1 eye and see if you can still maintain your balance.
Okay.
Pick
Step up.
Yeah. That's it. And you want to do that for like 30 seconds. The goal is to be able to hold it for a minute.
Okay. Let me reset. Balance. Why does the eye closing
To make a difference? Because now you don't have proprioception. So you don't know where you are in space because your eyes are closed.
Oh, that's what it, okay. So it's really the brain.
Yep.
Okay.
It makes it harder.
That's insane. I would never. Ooh.
And that's working the small intrinsic muscles.
Okay. See what that balance look like on the other side.
Yep, you might have one side stronger than the other.
Okay.
Or where you feel a little bit more stable. That ankle is fighting for dear life. We're fighting for his life. Always an uneven surface to build, so that's a mat. You can get that on Amazon.
Okay.
And then if you came with a sprained ankle, then we will have you do these. So you'd get a band and put it right over your foot. You step.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
You don't want to do this. Not your hip. So you lock in your knee and just move with the ankle.
Okay.
Then you go up. You can go this way up. And then you do the other side. You step. You have somebody to hold it. That's cool too. But
You want me to hold it for you?
You got it. Oh, you want to hold it? So then you go this way. That's it. So you're working your ankles all 4 ways.
Okay.
So then you also have it here where you're pressing down. So that's 1, 2, 3. And you go up. And then the other one is 4. When you go out to the side.
Okay.
But you don't want to move the knee. Just you try
Just
it.
the ankle.
Just
Similar to like males playing sports, basketball. It's all the exercise would be all the same.
similar,
Okay.
yeah. Except they probably would have like more aggressive exercises, like on the Bosu ball and stuff like
okay.
that. They're on the Bosu ball, but now I'm throwing a ball at them. Now they gotta catch the ball.
Oh wow. Okay.
So you catch it here, all on one leg. For like athletes, because now we're dealing with their coordination, and they have to learn how to like maneuver and go to one side, but while they're all balancing on the one leg.
Am I doing it the right way?
Yep, you are. Just make sure you lock in your knee. Don't, so it should only come from the ankle.
Okay.
So hold your, put your hand over your knee like this, and then just move the ankle. There you go.
Okay, I see the difference.
Sticks are in front of you. You're just using them just more for stability.
Okay.
Then you come up, right? You dig into the ground. You go side to side, up, down, side to side, down, up.
Okay. Okay. I just love how elegant you're, like when you go up and then you see your arch.
Yeah, but I have a crazy arch already. I don't know. I should have been a dancer.
Yeah. I was going to ask if you do ballet or. Okay, here we go.
Yep. So you go
Dig
left.
into the ground.
Yep. Now you go, your ankles go to the left.
Right
Yep,
there,
not
right?
your hip. Yep, just the ankle. To the right.
Okay, come on, Magda. Ankle.
Right.
Ankle.
There you go.
Ankle.
And then down.
Okay.
Up. Both ankles. Right. Down. Then you can stand on those. Right? Stand on your tippy toes and then just make circles.
Okay.
So clockwise and then counterclockwise.
Ooh. Hit me. Okay.
In a position where you're comfortable, you can kick this leg out. Your knee, I'm gonna lock my knee in. Now you hear my bones cracking.
How was your feet?
You could kick the leg out wherever you're comfortable, but you just need to have that knee somewhere by your chest, yeah.
Okay.
Lock it in, lean forward, and then go on your toes.
Okay.
There you go. And come back down, slow. You gotta control it. Do these over time, then when you do put on your shoes, you shouldn't have a hard time because you've already strengthened those muscles. Because that's what's happening when you put the heels on and you go off like you're walking a certain distance, the muscles are getting fatigued because you're just not used to being in this position for that long period of time.
Makes sense.
So you're just strengthening it.
It makes a lot of sense.
So burn now so you don't burn later when you got the heels.
Exactly. I don't want to be doing that when I'm looking cute.
Skill specific, right? If that's part of your job and you got to stand for a couple of hours on heels,
Right.
then you should be standing to like in heels just to kind of strengthen those muscles and get yourself acclimated with being in the heels for like a long period of time.
Right.
So I would recommend doing it, but just finding that sweet spot because you don't want to be out and about uncomfortable. But like even when you're not, you don't have to be out somewhere fancy. Like try an hour at home or something in your heels so you get accustomed to being in them for a long period of time.
Okay. As far as like the wedges, blocks, or anything like that, like
So wedges give you a more even distribution because you have the wedge, so that's why you feel more comfortable. When you in stilettos, that's an uneven surface. You got this little stick holding you up. So you're gonna have a difference in how you feel and the stability of the shoe. So wedges, If you want to cheat, yeah. If you want to be in your stilettos, then be in your stilettos and walk for them. I mean, you don't have to be in them an hour, but enough to get your foot to have some of that work and get used to being in that position, especially you're flat-footed. So you like sneakers. Flat-footed people like flat surfaces, flat shoes, nothing with too much of high in the arch because you're not used to being in that position all the time. So that's uncomfortable. So you're forcing your foot to be in a position that it's not naturally in, or it's not used to being in. Yeah. So you have to kind of work your way in that. But I'm always about like skill specific. If it's part of your job and you know you got to wear your heels for like an hour, 2 hours straight, then start wearing them at home a little bit here and there to kind of get yourself used to it. So that way when you put the shoe on, you're like, oh, all right, like it's not that bad. Okay. You kind of build a tolerance for it. Okay. It's like anything. It's regular. You practice makes perfect.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Being